Forgive me, I'm driving. The other night I made a video saying I wanted to do a live chat. This is kind of a live chat, more like a live listen. Hold on, I'm trying to position this thinking phone here. Basically, in a nutshell, I am driving back from my buddy's house to my house. If anybody wants to know, I live near Summit Racing's headquarters near Talmadge, Ohio. And a friend of mine lives in Cleveland, and basically he's got a 71 Chevelle. He's doing his 6-liter swap. And today we had a lot of fail. Basically, he wants to use the old M21 Muncie 4-speed with his 6-liter. And his 6-liter is an early 99 engine, just like the one we shoved in Dad's wagon, and he uses a long crankshaft. This is where it gets fun. So, the only manufacturer that makes a flywheel for this setup is McLeod, and it's like $350. And he had to get a center force clutch set up, and American Powertrain made a special hydraulic throwout, and it comes with a Willwood clutch master cylinder, all the hydraulic lines, yada yada yada. He's got quite a bit of money in the conversion parts, and I made a bunch of videos today with my camera, not my phone like I'm talking, I got some quality out there, but at the end of the day, the videos are pointless. So, basically, I'm like, all right, we're putting this thing together, or the clutch is going to need dowel pins. So, anytime you put a clutch on the flywheel, you get 2 dowel pins that, locate the clutch. Oh, no. So I hammer these dowel pins into the flywheel without reading the directions or fitting anything together to find out the center force setup uses 3 dowel pins. So that was an hour and a half wasted because, you're trying to get dowel pins back in, and he doesn't have the tools to get the stuff out. Like, all right, cool. That's time wasted, and then finally we're getting this thing together, and this is important. Everywhere across the board I have read, whether it was Hot Rod or whoever, everybody says use an LS7 style pilot bearing. No problem. I gave him an LS7 pilot bearing that I used, that I had laying around as a spare when I did the NV3500 swap. We're fighting this transmission for an hour trying to get it on, and this is part 2 where we failed. Like, man, just fighting it. Sorry if I'm seeming distracted. I'm focusing on driving, which I should be doing anyways. So, I ended up pulling the transmission back out, pulled the bell housing off, pulled the clutch master, or the clutch slave off, pulled the clutch off, and we had the engine dangling there, and we're playing pallbearer. Hey, let's lift this thing up and trying to get the transmission to line up with the engine. Son of a bitch. Put my calipers on the input shaft, and bam! Pilot bearing would not work. The LS7 pilot bearing in this situation does not work with an M21 Muncie. Do I have the wrong bearing? Who knows? I told them, go to a bearing place, whether it's like Akron Bearing or somewhere up in Cleveland, try to find a correct pilot bearing for your setup. So anyways, all this rambling and stuff, you can see I'm tired, and it's like, I plan on doing a question and answer for you guys, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. I wanted to give you an explanation. I did make a video when it was all said and done, going over I don't want to say failures, because it's only a failure if you walk away from it, you waste time, you waste money, and you learn nothing. So it's not a failure. It was a learning situation. So yeah, there's my explanation of why I'm not doing a question and answer. I'm tired. I'm going home, and we'll regroup, and I'll get some quality coverage for you guys. And then here in the near future, I'll do a question and answer and help you guys out and answer some questions that have been bugging you, and I'm here to help. So, everybody, have a good night. I'm going to drive safe, and I'll talk at you soon.